doing here is I'm just trying to find some structure. I'm using both maps, side imaging it down, and if I see something, either place I'll mark, and if it looks good I'll mark it. We're going to come back to fishing. So right now, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to look for half a dozen places up through here maybe and mark them and come back to fishing. Brush and maybe fish are between 12:30 and 1. So we're going to shine over it. And there it is right there. Okay. Now here's the trick. See if there's anything in there. Sometimes you can just get them to draw out. There's a fish right there. You can see it's a pretty big one too. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit too just to get it a little more fine-tuned. Let's go with that right there. And that arrow, the direction it's pointing, target lock. There's my jig just hit the water. I'm coming over the top of it. There's a fish. Little guy, but that's how that works. Casey always likes to lick them. Give him a little kiss. So what you'll see is you'll see an extra splash. That's the surface there that this shows the surface clutter is real sensitive to the waves. That's my jig just here, right there, just past where the fish are at. Came through that one. This might be bobber material. Water temperature 64. It's getting close. Try a few more casts here to see. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to bobber this. It's so shallow I can't slow it down.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We're going to try this bobber fishing on this spot. It's real shallow, so I can't keep it at the speed I need without just vertical fishing right in the middle of it. So I'm going to cast over it and come back on it and see if we can draw one out there. That's my jig right there. Now I got to pay attention to the bobber. A lot of times you can follow that bobber too. I think that wind was kind of pulling it across there a little bit, but doing it again. This time I think I want to let it drift into the pattern. That should be close right there. Kind of just letting it set. If they won't bite doing this, then we have to go there and just dip right in the middle of them and see if we can get one to come out doing that. Okay, right there is right on the edge of them. Seems like the bobber action is working just yet. Going through it pretty fast. Another big one. You want to give it a kiss, Casey? Yep. Patience is a big key to catching these when you get around their heads. There he is. Getting bigger. Casey said, give me a lick. I'll give it a kiss, then go back in the water. Okay. Alright, we're gonna keep working them. There's a big one in there somewhere. I just know there's a good one here. That's not him, but they're mixed in there with all sizes. You don't need to. We'll bless the bigger ones. There's my jig going on the other side of it. We're working across it now, trying to draw us another now there. When it gets really close to the transducer, it has to be smack in front of it to see it. We're going to do it again. We're going to draw across it. There's my jig way over there. There it comes. Coming to it now. Right there. I'm in the middle of it. I can just get one of them big boys to come out of there. Gonna do it again. Ooh, there's a big one right. I just come on the side of it. I don't know if it's a crappie or not, but it's a big fish. I'm just gonna let this one just sit there for a minute. I know I'm close enough. If there's one bite, he may come out and take a shot at it. Nope. Okay. Take that one out, Casey. There's what we're after. Check that out. That's that new pecan cream color. It's caught me a lot of big fish already. Got it? Right there. Okay. Trying to work my way through a few stakes there. And that one just came out of right out the bottom of them stakes. Gosh, that one there whacked it. Just missed it. Right again. Here we go. They're just down in there laying in that mud. You just got to get them to commit. Little guy. That looks like it might be the root wad of the log. I see a couple look like pretty good ones right there, right down deep in it. There's my jig going right in the middle of it. See on the bottom down there? You see those fish right on the bottom. A lot of times those are the bigger ones. I haven't got past the little guys yet. Right there. Oh, that was him too. That looked like the bigger one. And he hit it, but I just missed him. Messing with me now. Right on the outside edge of that root wad. To the bottom here and let it come back up. Here he comes. See him coming up there. Dang it. He was coming up underneath it. There, got him. A little better. Nothing big yet. yet. I'll bet you there's a big one in there. At least you don't fall in. That would make a real good show. You gotta lick it. Okay. The wind has probably got us where we might be able to fish on the other side. Yep, no, I can still get them. Yeah, it's way wrong. It's more that way. And log right through there. Wasn't a big one, but just a little log. Gotta have a lick. Do it, Casey. Lick it. There you go. Alright. We got him woke up now. These little guys there. Go ahead. Start slowing this down. It kind of looks like steaks too, so they're out there a little ways yet because I ranged it out. So I'm gonna back it off to where just to do 40. Okay. Now let's see if we can see this go down. There's my jig out there at about 40 feet coming at them right now. Coming right through it. Maybe that woke them up, so this next cast, maybe they'll come and bite. There's my jig at about 35. Right in the middle of them steaks. That little guy. Still a really good place to catch a big one. I'll lick. You're gonna chew on that one, wouldn't you? There's my jig again. I'm about 30 to 35 coming in. Right in the middle of them. I'm gonna wake up a big one here in a minute. There we are at about 30, 35 again. Got him in the motor. Not bad. What do you think, Casey? Is that a lickable one? Want to christen it? Okay. Got that on the new Bobbie Garland color. It's called Live Romar. Gonna match them up there. Got the black head on it. It seemed like they like that black up here for some reason. Casey says, I want one more lick. We'll call that one good. Alright, here we're out here in some shallow water. You can see it's 6 foot deep. This is about the middle of October, and you can tell that there's a stake bed here. The wind's blowing pretty hard today, so we're having a little bit of an issue trying to keep the boat from roaming back and forth. So I'm going to put this on target lock, and that's, you see that now, that target lock is pointing in the general direction. And if you look on the 360 here, see those long kind of shadows there? Just because of the radius, we're sitting right beside a stake bed. And that's the shadows from those stakes. So now we're going to see if we can't draw some fish out of there. Let's see if we can see the jig go down. There's my jig going down. We're right on top of the stakes, so I'm just going to try to draw one up out of them stakes. Jig came right through him pretty. There it comes one. Oh, he took a swipe at it. He didn't take it. Try that again. Maybe he's gonna hit on this round. I think I've got out of the pattern just a little bit. Yep, there it is. I'm right on top of the stakes right there. Fish right in that little cluster right there. If I can just get him to come on out of there. Here he comes. I got him. He wasn't a big one, but he showed himself just enough. And that's what we're doing, but we also know that there's a few big ones in there to catch.